What is up, everyone? Volathis here, and let's start off this monthly vlog for November by saying sorry. Why, you may ask? Well, obviously I haven't really uploaded in almost 2 weeks. Ever since Wolflore and I did the charity live stream, the 24-hour charity live stream for Mere Violets. I don't think I've really uploaded since then. So a lot of this will go into greater detail. I just want to get to the channel highlights first, and then we'll discuss about everything else. So the channel broke 9,000 views. This will be closing into year 3, and we're about to hit 10,000 views. Thank you anyone who's ever given a view on this channel. I really do appreciate it. And unboxing cat earphones, the blue ones, is about to it did break 600, and one of my other videos, the patch 3.4 teaser trailer reaction video, is about to break 800. That's a little crazy to think for the growth for this channel. It's working and stuff like that. So let's get into why I'm sorry and apologizing to you guys. First off, I tried to make this video the night before, and I lost my train of thought. I could barely speak. I mean, pretty normal, but it was worse than normal for me, so I went ahead and we're gonna do it again today, and hopefully I can do a better job. So let's talk about that. The main thing is I'm a little burnout. This happens a lot from time to time. Unfortunately, this is not a good time for me to get burnout. There's a lot of games coming out, a lot of content I want to get out, as always. So we'll talk about a few things. So over the past 2 weeks, I tried to come up with a schedule for myself. For those of you who don't know what I do work a full-time job outside of this, and I do the YouTube and the streaming, all of that in my spare time. I primarily do a lot of this during Monday through Friday, and I tried to break down a schedule for myself, and in a given night, and this is planning down almost what seems like to the minute, and this basically gave me, in a day, if I recorded, which would be giving me 30 minutes depending, about an hour to edit. That leaves about 2.5 hours to live stream if I wanted to live stream within that day. And it's just a very small time frame. I know for anyone that really needs to live stream, you usually don't just live stream for 2.5 hours. I want to say the minimum for what I would consider probably higher end streamers, which I don't really watch because I'd rather be streaming than watching streams, I think is closer to 6 to 8 hours, just like any full-time job. And I don't really have the time for that. This involves a lot of me, you know. I want to dedicate time, for example, researching on various things, stuff like that. Brushing up on some of the things I used to go to school for, stuff like that. And, you know, that's a very small time frame. And technically, honestly, I don't find that schedule acceptable. Mostly because, like I said, most live streamers don't live stream for a short period of time. They don't go, I'm going to stream for an hour and I'm done. I usually do that. And I usually find if I have more time to live stream, I'm usually rewarded the longer I live stream, which makes sense. The other thing is I don't really primarily stream on the weekends. And the real problem with that is I don't like the background environment in which I am to live stream that. Usually on the weekends there's other people around the house, there's background noise or someone sleeping with a fan that I can't really turn off, or just, you know, sometimes I tell when there's people here, I'm like, I'm live streaming, I need you to put on headphones and I don't want to hear what you're doing in the background, and it just doesn't happen. When I do watch live streams, if something like that goes on in the background, I find it very distracting, and I'm probably not going to stick around unless they're really entertaining. So I kind of hold myself to that standard that when I live stream, I don't want stuff in the background. The fact that I have this as a background, in fact, alone is pretty distracting to me. Although it's not the worst, it's a lot better than what I used to deal with. So that's why it's easier for me to do it during the week, though. During the week, it's just me who's up and about in the house. I'm the only one awake or the only one really present. So it's easier in those situations to stream and record from Monday to really Thursday, I guess. I don't really do much on the Friday. Saturday and Sunday and stuff like that. It's just harder to do that. So let's go back to the subject of the burnout. I ran this by talking to friends and stuff like that, and a lot of them were saying, well, maybe you should take a break. The problem is, one, when I take these breaks, I literally don't do anything. I pretty much, the past few 2 weeks, unfortunately, a lot of it is just, if I get into a game that I know I'd rather be streaming or recording, I just won't play it. And I've just found myself, just watching movies, relaxing, which I probably should do more often in my life. But I've gotten so used to doing what I do that when I do that, I feel like I do nothing, which is really something I shouldn't feel, especially if I'm working a full-time job. I should feel some sense of accomplishment in a day, whereas like if I don't stream it, I feel like I've done nothing. I've done nothing productive. That makes no sense. So let's get on the subject of taking a break or a hiatus. The reason why, one, I can't do that now. I think it may happen in the future, but there's a few reasons. One, right now there's just too many games coming in. Final Fantasy 15 is going to be here in a few weeks. I'm getting my hands on that and playing that. And the other is just I'm not exactly in a happy state with the channel to be like, hey, I can leave you guys with some good content and I'll be back in a few weeks. And the other problem too is when I take these breaks, I don't edit or record either. I just stop doing everything. I don't know why. It's like give all my attention or none, it seems like. But like there's a few things I need to work on this channel. I want it to get, it seems a little behind for me for some content, and there's stuff I need to do, working on outro. There's the channel trailer. I'm going to be making one of those eventually, and there's series I want to start and stuff. The main thing is I'm just not, I don't want to say it's confident, it's just I don't want to leave you guys with the content that I have here when I do take this inevitable break, which may happen in the future. I want to make sure that I'm like, okay, it'll be fine for a few weeks and then I'll get back into it, or maybe a month. I don't imagine taking that long of a break. I would say month of max, and I think I would go crazy, or I don't know what I'd do after a month. So I just want to throw that out to you guys. Comment down below. Any advice on this subject is appreciated. Like I said, a lot of this is just the thoughts in my head. I have no research or anything. This is just how my brain works. This is why I think I can't do the break / hiatus or whatever you want to call it yet. So let me know what you think about that. Like I said, any advice is appreciated. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. There are more videos coming. And it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.